Hi guys, how are we all going? I put a post on earlier that I was going to do a live about why I left the police force. If any of you have been following me, you will see I did a post, I think it was yesterday, in regards to a few things and, about the police and about depression, things like that. So I'm doing a live today because a lot of people don't know, and I've been getting a lot of questions as to why my dog's going to knock over my phone, why I left the police force. So just to make it simple, there's one reason really I left, and that was my mum, who's now no longer with us. She passed away, and before, when she was sick, she said to me that she wanted me to leave the police force. She saw how sick I got whilst doing that job, the stress, PTSD, depression, anxiety, along with the strokes that I had while I was in the police force. So basically, my mum is the reason, the main reason why I really left the police force. There's numerous other reasons why I left, and those of you that know me know why. It's something that I can't really say on Facebook. I went through a lot of stress in the police, a lot of injuries, a lot of attacks, as many police officers do, which goes unnoticed to the world. People don't realise, not just police but emergency workers, what they are going through. They don't talk about it a lot, and there's so many of them with PTSD. So a big shout out, especially at the moment, for all the emergency services workers that are dealing with the crisis we've got at the moment. It's massive, and they're in it. They're right in it. They're not self-isolating. They're doing their best to help everyone else. So massive shout out, police, fire, emergency, medical staff, everyone really that's in emergency services, and the support that they're getting from other people has been brilliant. So if everyone can just listen to the government, do what the government says, and self-isolate, that's really the only way this is going to stop, because it's going to be a long time before all us people in small businesses can get going again. Financially, it's caused a massive amount of stress on me, on a number of people, a lot of people. The government can't even keep up with it. So, it's all about working together as a team and helping each other out. So back to the police. I was in the police for nearly 15 years. I had worked I started at Fremantle, Coburn, Murdoch, Dunsborough, Northam, Forensics, Crime, Kennington, Gosnells, Armidale, worked for the superintendent alongside him with the commissioner. I did a lot of work, and unfortunately I had a lot of serious things happen to me that caused post-traumatic stress disorder, which involved, or can I say? No, probably not, so I won't go into it, but basically, yeah, it caused me a lot of stress. My mum had seen me just go downhill, and so did my partner and my family, and no one wanted me to continue in the job. And I was like, nah, I can handle this, I can keep going, but unfortunately it did get to me in the end. The final decision to leave, I was studying personal training when I was in the police force, because I knew I wasn't happy where things were going in the police force, so that was probably a good thing. I've always been a person that's wanted to help other people. It's not about it's about serving the community. I've always been that sort of person. I've done voluntary work for 13 years. I won the Community Service Award of the Year back in 1999 when I was in retail. The reason I started in the police, in case people don't know, is I was on a holiday with my best friend in Darwin, and we were actually watching him train. So I got back and I was like, yeah, I'm going to join. And my dad said, no, you're not, because he's an all of my family are ex-defence, so Army, Fire Brigade, everything like that. So it's sort of in the family, and all of us have left. So, yeah, basically I waited a few years. I was still working at Coles at the time. I did, I think it was 12 or 13 years for Coles. I was a manager there, and then, yeah, studied a lot. I studied Disabled Human Services, and then basically, yeah, finished my certificate. Well, I didn't finish my certificate actually. I had this is where it turned bad in the police. I had a knee injury during their training. We had to do training, and I had a patella femur injury where my kneecap popped out of my knee, and along with that, that went on for a few months where I was stuck behind a desk, and everyone that knows me knows I can't sit for long. So yeah, they had 5 surgeries I think on that, and had a tibial screw put in, which my knee rejected. Yeah, nothing but dramas, and still is with that knee. The thing is, once you get an injury in any job, they do try and get rid of you, and I don't care what anyone says, that's just how it works. There's no support no matter what job you're in. You get an injury, they don't look after you. So yeah, that's the way it is. I was basically doing, you know, hierarchy jobs for the pay of a senior constable, which in the end really affected me too. The stress that was put on me, watching everyone else stress, you know, in the job, it was just all too much. So caused a lot of depression. They tried to medically retire me. I wouldn't let them because I knew I was still fine to keep working. In the end, I just let myself go because I just could not handle it anymore. And no, I did not get a huge payout, which probably I should have. If I had waited a few more months, I would have, which is, you know, that's how really good they treat you. They know what they're doing. So sorry for WA Police. I think the commissioner now is absolutely brilliant. The past commissioner I don't have a lot of time for. I think he's doing a fantastic job, absolutely fantastic. People are a lot more happier. I know there's never going to be enough serving officers in any of the industries that are emergency services. It's just like that. And now we can all see how bad this really is. You know, in this crisis that we're in at the moment, we're isolating ourselves, and the only ones that aren't are the ones that are helping everyone, you know, to try and get through this crisis. So yeah, big clap for all the emergency service workers, okay? Now, don't get me wrong, I love the police. My career in the policing was forensics. I did have a stroke in forensics, and unfortunately because of that, I could not drive a vehicle, so I was studying forensics, diploma forensic science, and yeah, that was a real letdown for me. It's probably where most of it started. I got attacked in forensics too, which I won't go into, but people know what happened there. Yeah, so basically things went downhill from there, and you know, if I could explain how I felt, and I suppose at the point didn't know that there was help out there to get through the post-traumatic stress disorder. Yeah, I mean, I know the colleagues, I can't say anything bad about any of my colleagues at work. They were all fantastic. But one person, Carl Stewart from the police union, who's still in the job today, I've said this before, but if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here today, and he knows why. So, Carl, thank you so much for that, what you did. You know what you did. So, yeah, guys, if you're at a point where you're extremely just, you know, you can't handle things anymore and depressed, reach out to the union. That's their job. That's what they're there for. They're there to support you. You pay your union fees, okay? At this point now, I'm sure there's a lot of you that are very depressed, anxious, and just don't want to be in the job. And I don't blame you. Hang in there. It is a good job. Make the most out of it. Take the positives out of everything that you do. You are serving the community, but if you need the help, I can't stress enough to reach out and get the help before it's too late, okay? So yeah, basically, like I said, Mum, main reason why I left. Simple as that. Didn't want me in the police force, was sick, and she goes, I want you to leave. When she passed away, that's what I did, okay? On top of all the other stresses, she was right. Always listen to your parents. They know you better than anyone else. My partner was the same. She said she's had enough. She doesn't want me in the job, the amount of things that went wrong. So, you know, and that's, you know, there's no care. So, guys, I did get my police medal, which is here, which I'm really proud of. Unfortunately, you know, there's no Anzac this, you know, ceremonies. There is, if you want to make it yourself in your front driveway and do what we're supposed to do this year. And please do not gather with people because it's only going to make matters worse. So yeah, I go every year to the service, and of course my family was in the army and things like that. So, you know, it's something very important to me and my family. I did, you know, obviously got my 10-year service certificate, which I am proud of, for WA Police. At the time, I didn't want them, well, when I left, I didn't want their certificate. I basically said, no, put it in the mail. That's how depressed I was with the police and what they put me through. So yeah, left that, cutting it pretty short now, but yeah, went into personal training, absolutely love it, always loved helping people, loved serving the community, had a lot of life experiences, a lot of health concerns, depression, anxiety, PTSD is a big one. So you need to look after yourself now, you need to drink lots of water, I told you this on my post before, eat healthy, keep up your exercise. Okay, we all do things wrong, like I says to my friends, if you want to drink alcohol, drink it. If that's what makes you feel better, just don't become addicted to it. We're self-isolating and everyone's resorting to frigging just drinking all the time. So that's great. But the thing is, you need to still look after your body. And if your immune system's weak, you're not going to get very far if you end up getting just the cold or flu. So alcohol is good because it does keep your body warm and it does keep the germs away. But it makes you feel warm inside. Your actual internal organs need fluids that are good for you. So, I suggest to everyone that's drinking at the moment and, stress or whatever it may be, taking drugs, pills, whatever they're doing, to stop doing it and just think about your body inside. You only live once. And, from people that know me that know what I've been through, geez, I know I don't drink. So, I think just be careful about what you're doing, who you're hanging around with and looking after yourself. But please look after your body at this time. Exercise, even if it's just 10 minutes a day, guys. Try and do something, get out in the sun, get that sunshine, eat your fruits and vegetables, drink your water. Like I said on my post, every drink you have, if you're going to have one, make sure you have at least 700 mils of water because alcohol dehydrates you. I did gym yesterday and I think I drank about 4 litres of water after because I sweated that much. So guys, please look after yourselves. Like I said, only here once. Thank you to everybody that's watching. I can see everyone watching. I'm not going to go through them all, but I really appreciate it. Hang in there. I hope you're all keeping well. And if you've got any questions or if you're thinking about joining the police or, personal training questions, if I can help in any way, I'm a rehab trainer, a boxing trainer, stick mobility coach, a personal trainer, obviously online trainer. I've got all the qualifications, guys. I don't shout it out there and advertise as much as people because if people really want it, they know where I am. They'll come to me. I'm not a big seller of things. And if you know me, you know that I'm not. So if you want my help, come to me. I'll help you. I'll get you where you need to be, but you need to be honest with me. Okay? So that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Shout out again to all the emergency services workers. So proud of you all. So if it was me, I don't think I could handle it. So well done, guys. Well done to all my friends in the police force. I'm thinking of you, and I just hope that you stay well. Another thing too on that subject, domestic violence, everyone at home always has been a massive area in the police force. I think every second job was a domestic violence job, so very dangerous jobs to go to. So yeah, guys, keep safe. Love you all, and good on you for those hanging in longer than I did. I'm so proud of you. We're all getting old. Yes, I've got heaps of grey hairs. I think the police did that though, so it's not me, it's the police. So yeah, guys, love yous. I'll keep in contact. Stay well. All right, guys. See yous later. Bye.